Judges of the High Court. The Hon Justice Venning. The Hon Justice Jeffrey Venning. Salary $493,500 yearly. 2002, based in Auckland. Justice Venning completed a double major BCOMM in 1978 in Economics and Accounting at the University of Canterbury, followed by an LLB, First Class Hons, in 1981. He tutored commercial law at the university until 1987. Justice Venning became a litigation partner at the Christchurch law firm Wynne Williams & Co. in 1987. In 1995 he was appointed a Master of the High Court, based in Christchurch. Justice Venning moved to Auckland in 2002 to take up a position as a High Court judge. He was a member of the High Court Rules Committee from 1999-2005, a member of the Council of Legal Education from 2004-2015, chair from March 2010, and served 2 terms as the list judge in the Auckland High Court. In June 2015 Justice Venning was appointed Chief High Court Judge. During his 5-year term Justice Venning oversaw the centralization of circuit work to the 3 main registries and established the Commercial Panel under the Senior Courts Act 2016. He also maintained the earthquake list in Christchurch and established several other lists to deal with particular areas of the court's work. Justice Venning resumed his role as a full-time judge of the High Court on stepping down as the Chief Judge on May 31, 2020. The Hon Justice Simon France. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2005, based in Wellington. Justice Simon France graduated LLB, Hons, from the University of Auckland and worked briefly as a solicitor at Nicholson Gribben before undertaking overseas study culminating in an LLM from Queen's University, Ontario in 1983. In 1984 Justice France joined Victoria University of Wellington as a lecturer, later becoming senior lecturer and at various times Dean of Students and Deputy Dean of the Law Faculty. In 1995 he moved to the Crown Law Office as a Crown Counsel, becoming team leader to the Human Rights Team in 2002. Justice France was appointed a High Court judge in January 2005 and is based in Wellington. The Hon Justice Lang. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2005, based in Auckland. Justice Graham Lang attended Otago University and graduated LLB, Hons, First Class, in 1980. He was awarded the New Zealand Law Society's Cleary Memorial Prize in 1981. Justice Lang was a staff solicitor at Robinson Toomey and Partners, Napier from 1980, becoming a partner of the firm in 1982. In 1987 he moved to partnership at Elvidge and Partners, and was appointed Crown Solicitor at Napier from 1995 to 2002. He was appointed a Master, now Associate Judge, of the High Court in April 2002 and became a Judge of the High Court in August 2005. He is based at the Auckland High Court. The Hon Justice Mallon. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2006, based in Wellington. Justice Gillian Mallon graduated LLB Hons from Otago University in 1988 and LLM from Cornell University in 1993. She joined the litigation team at Bell Gully in Wellington in 1988, becoming a partner of the firm in 1998. Justice Mallon specialized in general commercial litigation at Bell Gully with most recent emphasis on competition, media, and public law. In addition, she taught competition law at Victoria University from 1999 to 2005 and was appointed an honorary fellow of the university in 2005. Justice Mallon was appointed a judge of the High Court in July 2006 and she is based in Wellington. The Hon Justice Duffy. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2007, based in Auckland. Justice Duffy graduated LLM, Hons, from Auckland University. Justice Duffy first practiced as a solicitor at the Grey Lynn Neighbourhood Law Office from 1981 to 1985. She became head solicitor in 1983. From 1985 to 1988 she practiced as a barrister in Auckland. Between 1988 and 1996 she practiced as Crown Counsel at the Crown Law Office. From 1991 to 1996 she was team leader of the Crown Law Office Commercial Regulatory Team. Justice Duffy returned to the independent bar in 1996 and was appointed Queen's Counsel in 1998. She practiced in civil and public law. Justice Duffy also conducted a number of statutory committees of inquiry including serving as the chair of the Ministerial Committee of Inquiry into the underreporting of cervical smear abnormalities in the Gisborne region. Justice Duffy was appointed a judge in 2007 and is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Wiley. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2008, based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Wiley achieved his LLB degree, First Class Honours, from University of Canterbury, New Zealand, in 1975 and PhD in Administrative Law from University of Cambridge, United Kingdom, in 1980. He became a partner in Ronaldson Averill & Co. in the same year and was a partner in Lane Neve Ronaldson from 1983 until 1990. He became a barrister sole in 1991 and was appointed Queen's Counsel in 2002. He was appointed a judge in 2008 and is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Ellis. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2009, based in Wellington. Justice Ellis graduated B.A., English major, from Victoria University in 1982 and LLB in 1986. She was admitted to the bar in 1989 and was a legal advisor with the Law Reform Division of the Department of Justice from 1987 to 1992 and a senior solicitor in the litigation department of the firm of Chapman Tripp in Wellington from 1992 to 1996. Justice Ellis then joined the Crown Law Office and was employed as Crown Counsel in that office until her appointment as Director, Legal Services at the Ministry of Economic Development in 2004. In 2005 she rejoined Crown Law and in 2006 became the team leader of the Tax and Commercial Team and during 2008 to 2009 was the manager of the Crown's Structured Finance Litigation, before being appointed a judge of the High Court on November 1, 2009. She is based in Wellington. The Hon Justice Brewer ONZM. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2010, based in Auckland. Justice Brewer graduated LLB, Honours, First Class, from Victoria University in 1979. He was admitted to the bar in 1980. Between 1980 and 1987 he practiced predominantly commercial and property law at Govett Quilliam, New Plymouth. Justice Brewer was then appointed New Plymouth Crown Solicitor, an appointment he held from 1988 to 2010. From 1990 to 2010 he was the senior litigation partner in the firm which became Auld Brewer Mazengarb and McEwen. From 1997 to 2001 he was a part-time commissioner of the Law Commission. Justice Brewer joined the Territorial Force of the New Zealand Army in 1976, appointed a member of the Court's Marshal Panel of Advocates in 2001, Judge Advocate from 2004 to 2009 and a Judge of the Court Martial of New Zealand from 2009. He retired in 2009 as Director General Reserve Forces with the rank of Brigadier. Justice Brewer was appointed an Officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit in 2003. Justice Brewer is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Peters. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2010, based in Auckland. Justice Peters graduated LLB from Victoria University in 1985 and was admitted to the bar the same year. She was admitted as a solicitor of the Supreme Court of England and Wales in 1991. Between 1983 and 1987 she was a solicitor with Chapman Tripp Sheffield Young in Wellington. Justice Peters was a solicitor with Arthur Anderson and Co. in New York in 1988 and with Allen and Overy in London from 1990–1995. Justice Peters returned to Auckland to work for Russell McVeagh in 1995. She was a partner with that firm from 1997–2004. Justice Peters moved to the independent bar at the end of 2004. Justice Peters is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Wolford. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2010, based in Auckland. Justice Wolford graduated LLB, Hons, from Auckland University and BA in Japanese in 1977, as well as attaining a BCL from Oxford University in 1981. He was admitted to the bar in 1977. He held positions in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Wellington, Singapore, and New York 1981–85. Justice Wolford returned to Auckland to work for Meredith Connell in 1986 and became a partner with that firm from 1987 until the current appointment. Justice Wolford is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Wada. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2011, based in Auckland. Justice Wada is from Ngati Pakiao and Ngati Tamatitadahi, Kaadi of Te Arawa. Justice Wada graduated from Auckland University in 1992 and was admitted to the bar in the same year, obtaining an LLB, Hons, in 1994. He commenced working with the Auckland firm of Simpson Grierson until 1993 when he took up a position in the general litigation team at Kensington Swan until 1995. He obtained an LLM, first class, from the University of Cambridge, then took employment with Russell McVeagh from 1997 to 2001, becoming a partner in 2001. He specialized in resource management law and Maori issues. Justice Wada was appointed a High Court judge on March 1, 2011, initially based at the Christchurch High Court. He is now based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Katz. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2012, based in Auckland. Justice Katz achieved her LLB degree from the University of Otago in 1987 and was admitted to the NZ Bar that year. She was admitted as a solicitor of the Supreme Court of England and Wales in 1992 and graduated LLM from the University of London in 1993. Justice Katz commenced her career as a teaching fellow at Otago University, followed by several years at Chapman Tripp, Wellington. She then worked for Herbert Smith in London before returning to NZ where she joined the firm of Buddle Findlay, becoming a partner in 1997. Justice Katz moved to Russell McVeagh in 2003 where, prior to her appointment to the High Court in August 2012, she was a senior litigation partner. She sits in Auckland. The Hon Justice Jondal. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2013, based in Christchurch. Justice David Jondal graduated LLB, Hons, from Victoria University of Wellington in 1973. Previously he worked as a law clerk at Luke Cunningham and Clear, and then Buddle Anderson and Co. in Wellington. In 1974 he joined the Hamilton law firm of Chapman Feenstra and Cartwright, and in 1975 was admitted to the partnership of that firm, later McCall-Lewis Chapman. In 1988 he retired from partnership and joined the law school at the University of Waikato as a senior lecturer. He was appointed Dean of the Law School in 2000, and then joined the High Court bench as a master in March 2002. He became an associate judge of the High Court when the title changed in May 2004 and was appointed a High Court judge in 2013. He is based at the Christchurch High Court. The Hon Justice Mander. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2013, based in Christchurch. Justice Cameron Mander graduated LLB from Victoria University in 1985 and subsequently LLM, Hons, in 1991. He was employed as a solicitor at Luke Cunningham and Clear before travelling to London, where he was admitted to the role of solicitors for England and Wales and employed as a litigation solicitor with Clifford Chance. While in England, he obtained a LLM, Hons, from Cambridge University. He returned as a partner to the firm of Luke Cunningham and Clear where he practiced as a senior Crown prosecutor and litigator. In 2007 he joined the Crown Law Office as a Deputy Solicitor General. Justice Mander is based at the Christchurch High Court. The Hon Justice Dunningham. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2014, based in Christchurch. Justice Rachel Dunningham graduated B.A., Hons, First Class from Massey University and a Diploma of Teaching from the Palmerston North Teachers College in 1981. She then graduated LLB, Hons, First Class from the University of Canterbury in 1996 and was awarded the Canterbury District Law Society Gold Medal in that year. She was a teacher at Awatapa College in Palmerston North from 1982 to 1992. She was then employed in the law firm of Buddle Findlay in Christchurch and became a partner in 2005. She undertook a number of roles with the New Zealand Law Society, including as president of the Canterbury Westland branch in 2012 to 13. Justice Dunningham was appointed a High Court judge in January 2014 and is based at the Christchurch High Court. The Hon Justice Moore. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2014, based in Auckland. Justice Moore graduated B.A., Hons, from Otago University in 1978 and LLB in 1980 from the Auckland University. He was admitted to the bar in 1982 and became a solicitor in the firm of Meredith Connell, Auckland, and then a partner in 1985. He was appointed Crown Solicitor for Auckland in 1994 and took silk in 2008. Justice Moore is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Muir. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2014, based in Auckland. Justice Muir graduated with an LLB, Hons, from Auckland University in 1981 and became a staff solicitor with Holmden Horrocks and Co. in Auckland. In 1984 he took leave from Holmden Horrocks for postgraduate studies at the University of Virginia, graduating with an LLM. In 1985 Justice Muir joined the partnership of Holmden Horrocks, working in civil litigation. He left that firm in 1988 to join the partnership of Buddle Findlay, based in their Auckland office and specializing in commercial and banking litigation. Justice Muir went to the independent bar in 1994 and was appointed Queen's Counsel in 2013. Justice Muir was appointed a High Court judge in 2014 and is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Hinton. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2014, based in Auckland. Justice Hinton graduated with an LLB, Hons, from Auckland University in 1975 and became a staff solicitor with Grierson Jackson and Partners in Auckland. In 1982 Justice Hinton joined the partnership of Hesketh Henry, working in civil litigation. She left that firm in 1989 to join the partnership of Simpson Grierson in their Auckland office and headed the civil litigation and matrimonial property team of 5 lawyers. Justice Hinton went to the independent bar in 1997 and was appointed Queen's Counsel in 2002. Justice Hinton was appointed a judge of the High Court in 2014 and she is based at the Auckland High Court. The Hon Justice Nation. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2015, based in Christchurch. The Hon Justice Gerald Nation graduated LLB, Hons, from the University of Canterbury, in 1974 and admitted as a barrister and solicitor in 1975. He was employed with the firm of Wynne Williams in Christchurch and became a partner in 1979. He has 35 years' experience appearing in the High Court in both criminal and civil litigation, as well as the Court of Appeal and all lower courts. Justice Nation was appointed a High Court judge in February 2015 and is based in Christchurch. The Hon Justice Edwards. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2015, based in Auckland. Justice Edwards graduated with a BA and LLB, Hons, from the University of Auckland in 1993 and commenced work as a solicitor with the Auckland office of Russell McVeigh. In 1996 she graduated with an LLM from the University of Virginia. In 1997 Justice Edwards took a position with Herbert Smith in London, before returning to Russell McVeigh as a senior solicitor in 1998. Justice Edwards left Russell McVeigh in 2003 to commence practice as a barrister sole specializing in commercial civil litigation with a particular focus on contract, shareholder, and insolvency-related disputes. Justice Edwards was admitted to the permanent bar in the Cook Islands in 2010 and subsequently represented the respondents in the first 2 Cook Islands appeals to the Privy Council. Justice Edwards was appointed a High Court judge in June 2015 and she is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Clark. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2015, based in Wellington. Justice Clark graduated with an LLB from Victoria University, Wellington in 1986. A former Deputy Solicitor General, Public Law, Justice Clark went to the independent bar in 2007 where she continued to specialize in judicial review, civil and commercial litigation and public and constitutional law. Justice Clark appeared in first instance and appellate jurisdictions including the Waitangi Tribunal, Supreme Court, Privy Council, and the Supreme Court of Tonga. Justice Clark also undertook and appeared before inquiries involving significant public interest issues such as the coronial inquiry into the circumstances of the deaths of those who died in the CTV building and the Royal Commission of Inquiry into the Pike River coal mine tragedy. Justice Clark was appointed Queen's Counsel in 2007. She was appointed a judge of the High Court on September 29, 2015 and is based in Wellington. The Hon Justice Palmer. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2015, based in Auckland. Justice Palmer graduated B.A., Economics and Political Science, 1983, from the University of Canterbury, LLB, Hons First Class, 1987, from Victoria University of Wellington, LLM, Master of Laws, Yale Law School, 1990, JSD, Doctor of Laws, Yale Law School, 1994. He was admitted to the NZ Bar in 1987 and appointed Queen's Counsel in 2014. He has held positions as Manager in the Treasury, Deputy Secretary for Justice, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Dean of Law at Victoria University and was Deputy Solicitor General, Public Law, at Crown Law Office from 2008 to 2012. Justice Palmer was the New Zealand Law Foundation 2005 International Research Fellow while Herbert Smith Visitor at the University of Cambridge Faculty of Law and Fulbright Senior Scholar at Yale Law School. He was appointed to the High Court on October 14, 2015 and is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Davison. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2015, based in Auckland. Justice Davison graduated with an LLB from Auckland University in 1975 and commenced as a staff solicitor with Glaister Inner and Kiff, Auckland. He commenced with Keegan Alexander Tadcastle and Friedlander in 1977 and became a partner in 1978. Justice Davison went to the independent bar in 1990 and was appointed Queen's Counsel in 1996. He has been involved in various high-profile cases and royal commissions of inquiry. Justice Davison was appointed a High Court judge in December 2015 and is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Cole. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2016, based in Wellington. Justice Cole graduated LLB, Hons, in 1977 from Victoria University of Wellington and was admitted to the bar in 1978. She was employed as a law clerk and then staff solicitor in the firm of Brandons, Wellington from 1976 to 1983 before becoming a litigation partner in Tripe Matthews and Feist from 1983 to 1990. She commenced practice as a barrister sole in Wellington in 1990 and was appointed a QC in 1997. Justice Cole has held the positions of Cease and Desist Commissioner under the Commerce Act, Senior Advisory District Inspector under the Mental Health Act and Chair of the Transport Accident Investigation Commission. Justice Cole was appointed a High Court judge on June 28, 2016 and is based in Wellington. The Hon Justice Downs. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2016, based in Auckland. Justice Downs graduated from Otago University in 1993 with LLB, Hons. He later completed an LLM, Hons, first class, at Cambridge University and a PhD at Otago University. His doctoral thesis was recognized by the Division of Humanities as exceptional. He worked as a junior solicitor at Brewer Mason Garb in 1994, and then Assistant Crown Counsel at Crown Law between 1994 to 96. From 1996 to 2005 he worked at Ben Vanderkook and Associates and then Meredith Connell. He rejoined Crown Law in 2005, later becoming Senior Crown Counsel. There, he appeared regularly in the Court of Appeal and Supreme Court. He is the editor of Cross on Evidence and a co-author of its 2017 edition. Justice Downs was appointed a High Court judge on August 11, 2016 and is Auckland-based. The Hon Justice Fitzgerald. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2016, based in Auckland. Justice Fitzgerald graduated LLB, Senior Scholar, in 1992 from Victoria University. She was admitted to the bar in 1992 in New Zealand, as a Solicitor of the Supreme Court of England and Wales in 1999 and Solicitor of the Supreme Court of New South Wales in 2003. She was employed as a litigation solicitor at Russell McVeagh in Wellington from 1992 to 1994, before a move to Clifford Chance in London as a senior solicitor from 1994 to 1997 and then at Debevoise and Plimpton in London from 1998 to 2001. Justice Fitzgerald returned to Russell McVeagh, Wellington from 2001 to 2003 and from 2003 to 2006 was a senior associate, dispute resolution at the firm of Malsons Stephen Jakes in Sydney. She returned to Auckland in 2006 and in 2007, joined the partnership of Russell McVeagh, where she remained until her current appointment on August 22, 2016. Justice Fitzgerald is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Gordon. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2016, based in Auckland. Justice Gordon graduated with a BA in History from Otago University in 1974 and completed an LLB from Auckland University in 1983. She joined Russell McVeagh in 1984 and worked primarily in the area of resource management law. In 1986, Justice Gordon joined the Auckland Crown Solicitor's Office, Meredith Connell, where she specialized in criminal law. She became a partner in October 1987 and remained at the firm until 2015. Justice Gordon was appointed a senior counsel, now Queen's Counsel, in 2008. She held the office of Deputy Prosecutor for the Pitcairn Islands from 2001 until 2014 when she was appointed Public Prosecutor for the Pitcairn Islands. In 2015 Justice Gordon joined the Independent Bar and later that year was made Special Counsel at the Manukau Crown Solicitor's Office case Fletcher Walker. Justice Gordon was appointed a High Court judge on 8 December 2016 and is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Churchman. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2017, based in Wellington. Justice Churchman graduated with an LLB, Hons, from Otago University in 1979 and also has an LLM from the University of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, USA, 1991. From 1980 to 82 he was with the firm of French Sons Bird and Co. in Invercargill, then a solicitor with John Ferry and Gowing, Dunedin being the sole litigation lawyer there. He became a partner in the firm of Jackson Lucas and Ducaras, subsequently called Codwells, in 1983 and, in 2000 became a senior litigation partner in the Wellington office of Kensington Swan. Justice Churchman went to the Independent Bar in 2005 and was appointed Queen's Counsel in 2013. He was on the Crown panel in Dunedin for 10 years. He also taught employment law for 10 years at the University of Otago. Justice Churchman is based at the High Court, Wellington. The Hon Justice Jagos. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2017, based in Auckland. Justice Jagos graduated with an LLB from the University of Auckland in 1987 and an MA in International Relations from Lancaster University, UK in 1989. He worked as legal advisor to Auckland trade unions until commencing employment with the firm of Chapman Tripp in Wellington in 1995, where he became a commercial litigation partner in 2000. Justice Jagos went to the separate bar in February 2016 and was appointed a High Court judge in July 2017. He is based at the High Court, Auckland. The Hon Justice Van Bohemen. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2017, based in Auckland. Justice Van Bohemen graduated with an LLB, First Class Honours, from Victoria University in 1979, as well as a BA in English. He was admitted to the bar in February 1980. He joined the legal division of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and worked there and at the New Zealand mission to the United Nations at various times over the ensuing years. He was a senior solicitor at Russell McVeagh Auckland, a partner for 8 years in Buddle Findlay, Auckland, and a partner in Chen Palmer in Wellington for 1 year. From 2005 to 2010, he was director of the legal division of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, and New Zealand's international legal advisor. From June 2010 to April 2015 he was a deputy secretary at the ministry, responsible for multilateral and legal affairs. In May 2015 he took up the role as New Zealand's ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations in New York and was New Zealand's representative on the Security Council. Justice Van Bohemen was appointed a High Court judge in August 2017. He is based at the High Court, Auckland. The Hon Justice Grice. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2018, based in Wellington. Justice Grice graduated LLB, Hons, from the University of Canterbury. She joined the law firm of Fell and Harley, Nelson in 1978. She joined the team of Harkness Henry, Hamilton in 1981 and went into partnership, leaving the firm in 2018. Justice Grice was involved mainly in commercial litigation but sat as a judge of the High Court of the Cook Islands until 2018. She was president of the New Zealand Law Society from 2000 to 2003 and executive director from 2008 until her appointment as a judge of the High Court. Justice Grice is based in Wellington. The Hon Justice Powell. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2018, based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Powell won the Senior Prize in Law and Kensington Swan Scholarship in 1986. He graduated LLB, Hons, from Auckland University in 1987 and was admitted as a barrister and solicitor in 1987. After working in the firm of Kensington Swan from 1987 to 1994, he moved to Tunnicliffe Walters Williams, later Walters Williams & Co., in 1994, and was a partner from 1996 until 2003. Justice Powell was a partner in Powell Weber & Associates from 2003 until 2011, following which he practiced as a barrister sole up until his appointment as a district court judge in September 2013. Justice Powell was appointed a High Court judge on March 1, 2018, and is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Cook. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2018, based in Wellington. The Hon Justice Cook becomes the third generation of his family to be appointed to the bench. Justice Cook graduated LLB, Hons, from Victoria University in 1989 and LLM from the University of Cambridge, UK in 1990. He was admitted as a barrister and solicitor in 1990 and after a period of working in London with the international law firm Ashurst Morris Crisp as a foreign solicitor, was employed by Chapman Tripp from 1992 to 94. He went to the Independent Bar in 1994 and was appointed a Queen's Counsel in 2004. Justice Cook was appointed a High Court judge on April 24, 2018 and is based in Wellington. The Hon Justice Osborne. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2018, based in Christchurch. The Hon Justice Osborne graduated with an LLB, Hons, from the University of Canterbury in 1975 and an LLM in 1980. He practiced as a solicitor in Christchurch from 1976 before travelling overseas in 1980 to spend 5 years as a Crown Counsel, then Senior Crown Counsel, with the Hong Kong government. He was a partner at Duncan Cotterill for 21 years and then moved to the Independent Bar in 2007. In the later part of his practicing career he worked primarily in civil/commercial and trust litigation, and professional discipline. Justice Osborne was appointed as an associate judge in 2009 and was appointed as a judge of the High Court in 2018. Justice Osborne is based in Christchurch. The Hon Justice Galt. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2018, based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Galt graduated with LLB, Hons, from Victoria University in 1987 while employed as a judge's clerk for judges of the High Court and Court of Appeal. In 1988 he travelled to the UK to study, graduating with an LLM from the University of Cambridge in 1989 and joining the London office of international law firm Clifford Chance in the same year. In 1993, he returned to New Zealand and the Auckland office of Bell Gully, joining the partnership in 1997. He specialised in commercial dispute resolution and regulatory proceedings. Justice Galt was admitted as a solicitor in New South Wales in 2001 and is a commissioned officer, Major, in the New Zealand Defence Force Reserves. Justice Galt was appointed a judge of the High Court in 2018 and he is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Walker. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2019, based in Auckland. Justice Tracy Walker graduated LLB/BA from Auckland University in 1988 and LLM, London, in 1991. After working at Slaughter and May in London, she returned to Simpson Grierson in 1993. She was a partner of Simpson Grierson between 1997 and 2014 and then special counsel with that firm. Justice Walker moved to the bar in 2019 and co-founded Sangro Chambers. She was appointed a High Court judge in April 2019 and is based in Auckland. The Hon Justice Gwyn. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2019, based in Auckland. Justice Gwyn graduated with a BA and LLB, Hons, from the University of Auckland in 1979. Following a period working as a knife hand at the Hawke's Bay Farmers Meat CO freezing works at Wakatu in the Hawke's Bay and then a role as investigating officer at the Office of the Race Relations Conciliator, in 1986 she commenced work with the Auckland office of Chapman Tripp. Justice Gwyn spent 10 years at Chapman Tripp, initially as a solicitor and then as a partner, specializing in civil litigation. Justice Gwyn subsequently joined the Wellington office of Russell McVeigh as a civil litigation partner, with an emphasis on employment law. Justice Gwyn is a former Deputy Secretary for Justice, Public Law, and was then for 11 years Deputy Solicitor General, Attorney General's Group, at the Crown Law Office where she oversaw the work of the office's constitutional, human rights and Treaty of Waitangi teams. In the period 2014 to 2019 Justice Gwyn was Inspector General of Intelligence and Security, before her appointment to the High Court in August 2019. Justice Gwyn is based in Wellington. The Hon Justice Doug. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2019, based in Wellington. Justice Doug was appointed a judge of the High Court in August 2019. She graduated from Auckland University in 1981 with an LLB. She became a partner of Cairns Slane in 1986 and then joined Morrison Kent as a partner in 1990. She then joined William Martin Chambers in 1993. She was appointed a District and Family Court Judge in July 1994 and was appointed Chief District Court Judge in September 2011. The Hon Justice Campbell. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2020, based in Auckland. Justice Campbell graduated with a BCom and LLB, Hons, from the University of Auckland in 1992. He spent 2 years with Bell Gully Buttleware in Auckland before travelling to the United Kingdom, where he obtained an LLM, first, from the University of Cambridge and lectured at the University of Nottingham. Justice Campbell returned to New Zealand in 1995 and took up a position as a lecturer, becoming an associate professor in the Faculty of Law at the University of Auckland. From 1998 Justice Campbell mixed his academic career with part-time practice at the bar, moving to full-time practice in 2008. He was appointed Queen's Counsel in 2013. Justice Campbell's research has been published in journals such as the Cambridge Law Journal, Lloyd's Maritime and Commercial Law Quarterly, the Insurance Law Journal, and the New Zealand Law Review. He is also a co-author of leading texts on company law and land law. Justice Campbell sits in Auckland. Acting Judge of the High Court, the Hon Justice Dobson. Salary $471,100 yearly. 2007, based in Wellington. The Hon Justice Dobson was educated in Gisborne and completed his LLB degree in 1971. He became a partner in Stone & Co. in 1976, now Minter Ellison, until 1990 when he became a barrister sole, being appointed a Queen's Counsel in 1998. He has been a member of various law society committees and was president of the New Zealand Bar Association from 2002 to 2004. He was appointed a High Court judge in 2007 and based in Wellington. He retired on July 4, 2020 and was appointed an acting Duke of the High Court for a 12-month term. Associate Judges of the High Court: Associate Judge Bell, Associate Judge Smith, Associate Judge Johnston, Associate Judge Andrew, Associate Judge Lester, Associate Judge Paulson, Associate Judge Gardner, Associate Judge Bell. Salary $399,000 yearly. 2009, based in Auckland. Associate Judge Bell graduated LLB, Hons/BA from Auckland University. He studied at Keble College, Oxford University, obtaining a BCL degree before returning to New Zealand to be employed by the firm of Simpson Coates and Clapshaw in Auckland from 1978 to 1980. After a volunteer service abroad assignment in Kiribati establishing the Office of People's Lawyer, he returned to Butterwear in Auckland from 1983 to 1985 and then became a partner in Webb Ross at Whangarei from 1986 until his appointment as an Associate Judge of the High Court from November 27, 2009. He is based in Auckland. Associate Judge Smith. Salary $399,000 yearly. 2014, based in Wellington. Associate Judge Warwick Smith graduated BA in 1973 and LLB from Otago University in 1974. He studied at University College, London, obtaining a Master of Laws, Intellectual Property, in 2009. He was employed as a solicitor and partner in various firms, including as a partner in Chapman Tripp Sheffield Young from 1989 to 99. He became a barrister sole in January 2000 until his appointment as an Associate Judge of the High Court in January 2014. He is based in Auckland. Associate Judge Johnston. Salary $399,000 yearly. 2018, based in Wellington. Associate Judge Johnston holds a BA, an LLB, and a graduate diploma in Human Resource Management from Victoria University, and an LLM, DIST, from the College of Law of England and Wales. He was called to the bar in early 1980. After short periods in the Crown Law Office and in London, he joined Watts and Patterson in mid-1981. That firm merged with two others to form Rudd Watts and Stone, and is now known as Minter Ellison Rudd Watts. Associate Judge Johnston was a solicitor, associate, and partner until he retired to join the independent bar in late 1997, becoming a member of Lambton Chambers. He took silk in mid-2016. Associate Judge Johnston is based in Wellington. Associate Judge Andrew. Salary $399,000 yearly. 2018, based in Auckland. Associate Judge Andrew graduated BA, LLB from the University of Otago in 1984 and the same year was admitted as a barrister and solicitor. In 1988 he received a DAAD, German Academic Exchange Service, scholarship, and in 1989 graduated LLM from the University of Kiel, Germany, Public International Law. He was employed between 1984 to 1987 as a solicitor with Meredith Connell, Auckland, then from 1990 to 1993 with Russell McVeigh. Between 1993 to 1999 he was employed at the Crown Law Office, Wellington, and involved in judicial review and Waitangi Tribunal claims. He has been a member of the Auckland Crown Solicitors Prosecution Panel, part-time member of the Refugee Status Appeals Authority, and from 2008 to 2017 a part-time member of the Weathertight Homes Tribunal, Auckland. As a barrister, Associate Judge Andrew specialized in public law litigation with particular focus on Maori and Waitangi Treaty issues. He was appointed an Associate Judge in March 2018 and he is based in Auckland. Associate Judge Lester. Salary $399,000 yearly. 2018, based in Christchurch. Associate Judge Lester graduated with LLB, Hons, from Canterbury University in 1990. He was admitted as a barrister and solicitor of the High Court in 1991 and worked at White, Fox and Jones. In 1991 and 1992 he was a judge's clerk to the Christchurch High Court bench. In 1994, he was employed as a litigation solicitor at Rhodes & Co. The following year he joined Saunders & Co., initially as a litigation solicitor and then an associate before joining the partnership in 1998. Associate Judge Lester left Saunders & Co. in 2003 to join the Bar & Co. founded Canterbury Chambers in 2007. His principal areas of practice were contract, commercial, insolvency and estate litigation. He was appointed an associate judge in 2018 and he is based in Christchurch. Associate Judge Paulson. Salary $399,000 yearly. 2019, based in Christchurch. Associate Judge Paulson graduated from the University of Canterbury with an LLB in 1986 and began his career as a solicitor at Harman & Co. He was admitted to the partnership of Harman & Co. in 1991, before leaving in 1998 to travel overseas. From 2000 to 2001 he was an adjudication and mediation member of the Employment Tribunal, whilst also managing a sole practice as a litigation lawyer. In July 2001 he joined Cavell Leach Law as the head litigation partner. He practiced in a broad range of areas including commercial litigation, arbitration and mediation, employment, human rights, and criminal law. While in this role, he graduated from the University of Auckland with an LLM, COMM, Hons. Associate Judge Paulson was Lord Chief Justice of the Kingdom of Tonga from 2015 to July 2019. He was appointed an Associate Judge in July 2019. Associate Judge Paulson sits in Christchurch. Associate Judge Gardner. Salary $399,000 yearly. 2020, based in Auckland. Associate Judge Gardner graduated from the University of Otago with an LLB, Hons, in 1995 and began her career as a solicitor at DLA Piper, New Zealand. In 1997 she relocated to London and took up a position with Herbert Smith Freehills, practicing in commercial litigation. She returned to New Zealand and joined Chapman Tripp in Auckland in 2002, where she practiced in insurance and commercial litigation. In 2013 Associate Judge Gardner obtained an LLM, Hons, from the University of Auckland, and practiced public law from 2013 to 2014 at Chen Palmer. She joined the Auckland Council in 2015 managing the Council's public law team. Since 2018 Judge Gardner was General Counsel for the Council, heading the Council's in-house legal, risk, and insurance department. Associate Judge Gardner is based in Auckland. Total salaries for judicial officers for the High Court. Chief High Court Judge $493,500. High Court Judges, $471,100 x $38,17,901,800. Associate High Court Judges, $399,000 x $72,793,000. Total salaries yearly for High Court Judges $21,188,300. Next. District Court Judges.